and I run SWW Marketing. We're a marketing agency that specialises in the construction and manufacturing industries, manufacturing within the construction. We support those companies by almost acting as their in-house marketing department. We're very proactive. We take a lot of initiative. We've got an amazing team who can deliver anything from social media management right through to web development to whatever kind of requirement you need to fully managing a company's marketing. Like I say, we're very proactive, and we sort of almost see ourselves as a white label marketing department. The biggest challenge that to date was I think it was about 6 months in, and then 6 months in COVID happened. So it was a steep learning curve there, and it was a really challenging time as it was for a lot of businesses. But I think ultimately it's sort of just learning to ride the waves, I guess, because they do just keep coming. What we're sort of most proud of as a business is certainly a real highlight was winning Small Agency of the Year at the Construction Marketing Awards. That was a massive highlight. But I think ultimately still being here after 5 years, but we're still going, we're still growing. So most of all the team that we've built as well. Yeah. So initially we actually started with a different accountant when we first ever began, and within a first month I was just very unsure about it, and my gut feeling was to change, because I knew that once you kind of started with an accountant, you're better to stick with one basically once you get going. I'm sure everyone who runs business knows that once you get going, it's harder to then move over to one. So I wanted to make sure that we had the right accounting help. So and then we luckily came across James and JRB, and it's been one of the best business decisions that certainly I've ever made. Don't even think about it, just go for it. Yeah, I would. There are a few things that I would recommend in business, because I think it can be a risky game recommending things with people, different judgments. But with Nuvo, I would highly recommend them to anybody starting out in business. I wouldn't even question it. I think I'd like to thank them I'd like to thank Nuvo and the team for everything, really. For being a real support, for being business can often be a daunting and lonely place, and having the support and network of Nuvo, knowing that they're there to kind of help in any situation that we might need them is really reassuring. So I'd certainly like to thank everyone there. Molly, who's always an absolute pleasure to deal with. Highly knowledgeable, really friendly, just always on it. James, again, huge help, such a vast level of knowledge, and just is keen to kind of help us as a business, help us grow. Audrey for all her reassurance, and her knowledge and expertise. So I'd just like to thank everyone, really. We really appreciate all the support you guys offer us.